Today I want to show you my little garden that I've been busy doing. Look what has bloomed. My rose. Isn't it gorgeous? It's huge. It's huge. It's a handful. There's the next one opening. And we have more coming out. Isn't it lovely? Just gorgeous. And it's the same plant, and there's a bigger bud there. This one is has one bud, but it's smaller. And look at this one. It's about to open. It's a pinkish color, I think. Get a few of them, and that one really is full. You can see that one is like the little buds, the little roses. I don't know if you can appreciate it by zooming. But we're going to see. There we go. That's how lovely. I love roses. I love roses, and this is a different plant. Now, these are all perennials. Okay, let me see what's it called. It's called Origami red and white. I'm sorry, I still have a stuffy nose. And I fell in love with it because look at the flower, how the back of it is pointy. You know what this reminds me of? I tell my kids this and my kids just shake their head. It reminds me of the alien. Yeah, it does. See? The back of the flower has pointy stuff. And the flower itself is so pretty. See? These are perennials. The roses are perennials. Now, I got this one, which is supposed to be a huge flower. So, when it blooms, I guess I will film it. And, I'm trying to get the name tag because I usually keep the name tag until I memorize the names. Tree pony? I don't know. Tree pony. Or peony. So we got lavender here. And this one was flowers, but it's gone. It was those flower, they had heart shapes. They were so cute. It's called Dicentra spectabilis. Okay, those are the heart-shaped flowers. That's my oregano, which is nice and full. And here I have a rosemary tree. I was told that it doesn't die. This is like a shape like a tree. And I have chamomile. I don't think that's a perennial. There's my thyme. My thyme is lemon thyme. It has white on the edges of each leaf, so that's a lemon thyme. And another lavender which has grown nice and wide. Another lavender. Those are perennials. My strawberries, as you can see, the strawberries there. And I picked these strawberries that are barely pink, and I can't believe they're so sweet, and they're not ready. And well, here's my rest of plants. This is a spicy hot pepper, and that tall one there is tomatillo, what Mexicans use. And I decided to plant one to see how it grows, and I want to keep the seeds. And I have more peppers here. These are peppers, regular peppers, red peppers, and I have the yellow zucchini squash. I have a few of them, several peppers. And this one is my sage. Look how lovely it is. Should I put a shadow so that way you can see the flowers? Oh my, isn't it pretty? Color lavender. And guess what I found? And this is perennial. And I found sage. It is pineapple sage. It's not flowering, but this is pineapple. And it's a perennial. I'm so excited that I found it. And parsley And I kind of, you know, when you go to the supermarket, you buy stuff for your sofrito. I decided to plant the recao, and it's growing. I'm so excited. They say it survives. Let's see. I'll try to cover it and help it to see if it will survive. And this one, as always, is always coming back every year. It's a perennial, and these are chives, and it tastes like onions, of course. To me, they're onions, but they call it chives because they're very thin, long thing. But I love it to put in my eggs and in almost my everything, my sofrito, salads. And this is purple basil, and we got the regular basil, which is right here. I planted it by seed. Okay, that's the regular basil. This is a different kind of strawberry, which somebody has been eating. We have nice critters, basil. These are cauliflower plants I planted, and these are Russian kale. They kind of have a purple stem. And I have critters like the rabbits that come and visit, and they eat off the leaves. And I was so pissed, but apparently they are growing back. See, so I thought they were not. They were ruined after I see them eat it. But my husband says, "Don't worry, it's gonna grow back," and it did, and it's growing. So these are cabbage. We have some cabbage here. Cabbage. I love cabbage. So I grew cabbage. I'm growing cabbage. And more chives. We have more chives. And now this one, I don't remember what it is. Okra. This is okra. Okay? I never grew okra in my life. But let's see what happens. And this, I'm not sure. I just mixed everything up because I wanted to put as many veggies as possible. I have eggplants, I have everything in here. And I also have Brussels sprouts, which are these ones. Brussels sprouts, I never grew them, but let's see what happens. Eggplants, there's white and purple eggplants that okay, so I need to tie my tomatoes. That's for sure. This is another tomatillo. This is the violet. This is a herb. When it flowers, those flowers are medicinal. Okay, and they're good for your cough and so on. I don't know, my husband knows. And these are another plant of strawberries, which are small strawberries. And there's another strawberry plant, which my little boy bought. And more tomatoes. And this one, I don't know what it is. The leaf of the tomatoes covering it. Oh, the plant is bent. Oh dear, I have to tie this plant down because it's so windy lately, and it's been turning the plants a lot. So I practically planted everything. The only one that I don't have is the round zucchini that I wanted. This is the yellow tomato. So let's see what happens if it's yellow. It comes out yellow. This one is the raspberries. I have a blueberry plant. These are blueberries. Blueberries. I have two blueberry plants. The one smaller and one bigger. And I have zucchini. I have more zucchini, and I have cucumbers. And I have this tree here is a pear tree, which is supposed to be 3 different types of pears. Okay, the tags are still on them, but so far I see only one type growing, and you can see how they are growing. The pears are growing. We have several pears. Last year it didn't do anything, but well, let's see what happens this year. Now this one is the Chinese lantern. Okay, and this one here, you see this plant here? This one is chayote. I forgot what other names you guys call it, but this is chayote, and I found it in the supermarket. I was buying to cook, right, to consume, and I saw one that was growing, growing. So my husband is like, "Look." So I said, "Okay, let's grab it so I can grow it," and it actually grew. And let's see if it grows anything. I will give updates. And yeah, this one is Sambo. I will write down what other name you guys call it, because I know you guys call it a different name. But this we grow in our country in Ecuador, and they are huge. I just hope I get at least one. Okay, and yeah, so the rest is zucchini, and I have lettuce over there. I have regular lettuce, and I have purple lettuce. And I have another tree here, which is, look, they're plums. And this one too is supposed to be 2 or 3 different kind of plums. And so far we have several plums this year, because we got it only last year, I think. And it has several plums on the tree. We have several. So hopefully they will ripen, and so we can harvest them. And here we have Asian pear. To me they look like apples, but they're Asian pears. And last year it really gave us a lot. But guess what? The raccoon, I mean, they were ripe already, but I'm there saying, okay, let me wait for 1 more week or 2 more weeks to see if they grow more bigger. Because they were like a handful. They were small still, right? But apparently I didn't try them. But my mother-in-law tried it, and she said they were really sweet. And so I'm like, okay, I'll pick them out the next day. And guess what happened? The freaking raccoon came. I don't know what time. All my Asian pears were gone. I saw all the leftovers on the ground, eaten up and everything. I was so ticked. I was so pissed. This time I'm gonna keep an eye on it more. Here I have purple cabbage. Okay, I have regular cabbage. This one is supposed to be kohlrabi. These are kohlrabi. So I bought several kohlrabis, and the purple cabbage and the regular cabbage. And let's go to the next one. And no, those ones are not perennials. I will tell you what is perennial. Those trees, they are perennials. Okay, those are perennials. Now here I have a Goji Berry. Goji Berry. So I just got it this couple months ago. I hope to see something coming out next year, or maybe this year, because I see something here on the tip growing. So hopefully I'll get some flowers. And this one is the wild rose. Wild rose are edible, but I regret buying it because I've seen that it grows huge, and I don't really want it that huge. And it has grown in a year. And this one is Currants. This is the white Currants, and hopefully I'll get lots next year, because I just got it the same time as the Goji berries. And here is my Dracania, which is so far so good, giving me a couple flowers. There's another one down there, a tiny one, and there's more coming out, which I'm glad it came back to life. And I cut it in when the winter is almost over. I cut the tips, the dry tips only, and then it grew back, right? So these are all perennials: the Dracania, the Currants, the wild rose, and the Goji berry, and those trees that I showed you. And here I have the spaghetti squash. Look how huge the flower is. This is the only one that's been flowering, except the tomato that I see over there that's flowering. Hopefully, I hope to God that I get spaghetti squash so I can enjoy it, right? Because I'm in a low carb diet, so hell, I will eat it. Or I will freeze it and eat it and save it so I can cook up my food. And this is another Chinese lantern. Quite a few of them there. I decided to put tomatoes here. I don't know what plant this one is. I totally forgot what I put here last year. I'm not sure what it is. I'll let you know once it grows more and flowers for me. More tomatoes. And this is lemongrass. I put lemongrass here. And this is broccoli. I got some broccoli here, some kale. I got kale here. I got kale over there too. Yeah. So the next, I know, I'm giving you a plant tour in the backyard. And this one here is my grapes. Look at the grapes. They're so tiny. They're so cute. They're so cute. That's my grapes. And here I have, the wind has been going crazy that everything is flying around. And this one is called orange mint. I planted it here. I'm not sure if it's a perennial, but I planted it there. So we'll see. And over there, I didn't plant anything there. As you see, there's rocks there, but for some reason, peppermint is growing there, a whole bunch. But I leave it there, right? So I like to dry them out and use them for tea. And here I have, my husband bought this one. It's so-called the tiny grapes, sweet grapes. When he bought it, it was just a little tiny little bud, and now we have lots of leaves on it, which it seems to be happy. And it's not expensive. It was 15 bucks. And then we have the raspberries, blackberries, or however you want to call it, blackberries. No flowers. I don't know. Maybe I cut it too short. Oh well. I had them last year. I had blackberries, but it seems that I don't have any. Oh my gosh, my plant fell and I never seen that it was on the floor. Oh, the silly wind. I have it on a table. These are rosemaries that I have on the table, so that it takes the sun. Now I have to put water since it fell. This one, it's supposed to be, remember the fragrant tea olive tree? Well, for some reason the leaves were falling and I think it's dead. I don't know what happened. I tried to grow it. And here I have a pot with this is kale. It's drying. Oh my gosh. It's kale, and here I have one of the recao, and this one is supposed to be a jalapeno. So I'm just experimenting to see if in a pot it will grow nice, like, you know, on a regular soil. Yes, so that is my plant tour, guys. My backyard tour. Yeah, so that's my backyard tour, guys. And whenever you get a chance, please do plant plants and try to eat your own plants that you grew, because whenever you buy plants from stores or supermarkets, you know very well that they are sprayed with so many types of chemicals. At least when you grow them, you know that you know what's on your plants, what went on your plants, or what's not on your plants. You know that it's real, because also I've seen videos that cabbage, they're making also fake cabbages, which I don't know how the hell they would do that. But anyways, I've seen videos, but I don't know if it's true. Still, I can't say yes, it's true, because I never went through that. I have also the peas, the sweet peas in there, but apparently the rabbit had eaten my sweet peas. I don't know if it's gonna grow, but anyways, the hell with it. Next time I don't buy sweet peas. And yes, my friends, so that's all my tour. I just wanted to share with you. Oh, I wanted to share with you my bad news as well. Oh, I skipped one plant. Look, I have here sweet potato. It's growing nicely. I grew them from indoors. Once the peel rooted, I put it in water, and I see the roots. I put it in the pot. And let's see what happens. I wanted to show you this tree. My husband killed it. Oh. Oh my god, he's like trying to trim it down, and he's like, because when we moved here in this area, the tree was sad. So we kind of took it all because it was drowned with rocks and barely no soil. So we took out all the rocks, and guess what? The following year we got so much cherries, so many cherries, that I made so many jams. Now he's decided to trim it down, because I already told him that to trim down a cherry tree is between April, in the middle of April, and fine, we trim it down. But after that, in the summer, he trimmed it down even more, which kind of I guess scared the plant down. And then it was already close to winter, and so what happened? He cut too late. 1, 2, it started regrowing new, as you can see, the new sticks there, the thin ones, those were the new stems that grew up with the leaves, and everything was looking so nice. It was filled up again with leaves. But all of a sudden we got a cold, freezing frost that just froze everything, the whole tree down. So now for this year we had no growth. It's completely dry, dead. So yeah, we're gonna have to cut her down. We're gonna try to change this whole backyard probably next year once we take her down. So we're probably gonna change the gardening area to this side, and then we're going to put grass on that side, because on that side, I don't know, the ex-owners, they did not take care of it that well, or they overwater, I don't know. But the fence is really rotten, so that's why my husband decided to dig all over the fence and decide to put those big flat wood, so that way it would help the fence stay straight, because the wind, it really ruined the parts of it. We had a terrible wind, I'm not sure, a couple months or something like that, and believe me, the wind was so bad that the shillings of the houses were taken off. Some fences fell down. That's how bad the wind was. But anyways, yeah, but we're okay anyways. Yeah, so we have a lot of work. There's always work when you're in a house, I mean, really. But it keeps you busy, and it keeps your mind busy. Anyways, too much blah blah, too much chat chat. I really appreciate you all watching this video, and sorry if I bored you. I don't want to bore you. I don't like to make long videos, especially when it has to do with plants. Usually I make long videos if it's a cooking video, because I have a cooking channel as well. So yeah, too much blah blah blah. Anyways, my friends, thank you all for watching, and I am planning to buy a new cherry tree. So I don't know where we're gonna put it, but my friends, don't forget, go green. Plant as much as you can, if possible, your whole backyard, because if we can, we would plant everything. That way, whatever we get, and if we have too much, I will freeze it, and I will still be using it. And we're close to summer, and I just recently finished the cabbage that I grew last year. Why not? If you can grow it your own self and eat it, it's the best and healthiest way to grow yourself. And if you don't live in a house and whatever, because I always lived in an apartment, now that I have the opportunity, I will do it. Before, I would use big huge pots. Like, this is a smaller pot, but I would use big pots, and trust me, you can do it. You can. I've seen videos with people that do use pots to grow their veggies. Anyways, I still keep on blabbering. Okay, thank you all for watching. Subscribe if you're new, and hope to see you in the next video. Happy planting! Bye!